Good evening.
Yay. Well, that turned out all right.
Yeah, that was a great vid. Well played, Craig.
So yes, who have we got? So just Nikki so far. We have got some viewers, so hello everyone. Do you want to tell everyone what we're doing, or I don't know? We're just winging it at the moment.
So last time we collaborated was Halloween, and it was a full moon, and the energies were really great, and we were really vibing off it. So we decided to do the next full moon, which is tonight. So we are going to be doing a range of tarot and oracle readings for those who request cards. So let us know you're there. Drop us a little comment. Say hi.
Yeah.
Just also a bit of a chat. Just say whether you put your Christmas trees up yet. It helps get all the energy going the more we hear from you.
Absolutely.
And obviously, if you'd like a card, please do pop a comment on to say that we have permission to give you a tarot reading. And I think we'll do it the same way as last time, Craig, shall we?
Yeah. I think it worked very well last time. We kind of bounced off each other, and taking it in turns really worked as well.
Yeah, I think so too.
Have you got 3 decks tonight, did you say, as well?
Say that again, sorry?
You've got 3 decks tonight, did you say you're working?
I have got 3 decks out. I'm being greedy.
Yeah.
So I've got my my usual, I've got the daily deck out for the shorter messages. I've got my old trusty Oracle deck, my old faithful. But I was really drawn to bring out, I think because I've been working with the angels so much recently, I've been drawn to bring out my Kyle Gray angel deck, and I just love the artwork on this one.
I like that.
So yeah, so those are the decks I'll be working with. What have you got, Craig? I think you've got some new stuff going on, haven't you?
Oh. I've been sent in headphones. Apparently I'm echoing.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
We can never get sound right until after we've gone live. That's the problem.
So in theory, it should be better now. So I apologise, everyone. It's our tech guys' issue, not ours. Absolutely.
All right, our tech team's on it.
That's it. But yes, I've gone up to 3. Since you said you got 3, I got a 3rd one out. So
brilliant.
Let's see how we go. So who have we got? So like I said, we've got Nikki. Hello, Nikki. We've got Trisha. Hello, Kim. Hello, Carol. First one asking for a card. And then we've got Trisha asking for a card and Kim asking for a card. So I'm going to let you pick the first person if you'd like.
Okay. Well, Carol asked first, and I'm quite drawn to Carol. So let's go with Carol. Okay.
So I'm going with this deck for Carol.
Yeah, I'm going for my oracle, I think. I love your image, Carol. It's amazing.
It is.
Love the artwork. Okay, the deck split there. So I'm going to go with this one. Oh, and it's good news, Carol. Okay, so from me, Omega's come forward. And I'm just going to try and show the image that goes with that. Omega's all about a positive outcome and sort of not dreams necessarily coming true, but something that you've been hoping for or wanting for a while actually coming to fruition. So every time we think about something and we send that, I want this, I need these thoughts out into the universe, the angels respond to that and the angels hear that. And I think you've sort of inadvertently preyed on it by sending out these hopes, these thoughts, these dreams. So something very, very positive is going to come into fruition. I feel like it's very much family linked. Just trying to get some clarity on that. I feel like your family is going to grow and expand. Yeah, they're showing me your family growing and in strength as well as numbers and connection specifically. I feel like connections are going to go to the next level. I'm seeing relationships strengthen to the point where they're almost unbreakable. I feel like you've been through a lot. There's been a lot of hurdles behind you. And I feel like that's now going to come to an end. They're showing me like a smooth road. So I feel like all those bumps in the road that you've been facing are very much going to smooth out. And that's all going to lead to those things that you've been desiring and wanting within that family life finally coming true for you. I'm seeing lots of bright white light, yellow light, and just feeling a lot of warm energy. So there is a lot of happiness and joy coming your way as well. I feel like if you're not married, something might be happening down that route. And if you are married, it's just going to strengthen. That connection's just going to strengthen. It's like a rebirth, a new chapter within that for you. Yeah, I'm just seeing lots of I'm just feeling so much happiness and love for you. So I think I'll leave that there. Over to you, Craig.
No problem. Very conscious I can't hear myself, so I'm trying to take it off one ear. So I've got the Hanged Man. I've used a different deck today. Don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, that's
and the first thing I got was a new perspective, which obviously this guy's upside down. And as Cheryl was talking, I kind of got the sense that these changes are going to come from you as the catalyst to them, and that it is going to be a change in perspective and the approach that you have towards certain situations that I think maybe you're going to take on board advice that you would give to other people, and you're going to completely flip like I say, your approach. And with you seeing things differently, you're going to tackle them differently. And like Cheryl said, things are going to strengthen with your family. I think this is a long time coming, actually, as well. Absolutely. I think it is a case of you're finally going to take your own advice. So if you think about other people in your situation, what you would say to them, and you need to do that yourself. It's almost like you're going to wake up. It's a bit of an awakening, actually. And the good thing is, I don't think you'll go back to how you were before, ever. It's only forward. It's only growth. And I think you're going to be quite an inspiration to the younger members of your family as well. So yeah, only positive things and light coming your way. So I'm going to leave you with that. I hope that's okay.
Oh, that's a nice start.
It was. It's me to pick the next one, isn't it? I was drawn to Trisha. And
Evening, Trisha.
we've been drawn to a different deck. Let's see what we've got. So I apologise, this is a bigger deck, so it's a bit more of a pain to shuffle. Oh, okay. So I got the Inner Strength card, if you can see that. So this is from my chakra deck, and this is related to the solar plexus, which is kind of below the heart, above the stomach. And I think it's something that you have in terms of inner strength. I think your personality in the past has shined through, and you've been very focused on what you want to do and determined. And I think it's about bringing that back, because maybe it's slowed down a little bit and you've questioned yourself. I see it related to life goals and what you want to do. I see it in terms of career, actually. I think it's about getting to a point where you need to make your own choices again and not have them made for you. Because I think there's been some questionable decisions. Maybe you want to go down a different path than what you have done. And it's early days, so you can certainly make any changes you want now and get back on the path to being the person that you're drawn to be. I think it's about being more outspoken. I think you are an outspoken person anyway. Like I say, I'm seeing that recently it's been a bit less, and that just needs to come back because you need to advocate for yourself. Yeah, that's what I'm getting for that. I'll hand over to Cheryl. I hope that was okay.
I was drawn to my angel deck for you, Trisha. An archangel, Jeremiah's come forward, and this is about forgiveness. And I think when I was listening to Craig, it felt very much connected in the sense that there's a desire for you to move forward, but you're holding on to too much baggage, and it's almost preventing you from taking those steps forward. I think you're carrying an awful lot with you, and if you can let that go and forgive it, I'm very much hearing, don't forget it, because there's still lessons to be learned from it, but forgive it and let it go so that you can take those steps forward and move forward with it. I'm getting very much a sense of that you're a very strong person, certainly on the surface, and you find, or you certainly feel, showing your emotions at times to be a bit of a weakness. And actually what you need to do is feel everything and be open with yourself and forgive that you feel this way. It's almost, I'm very much getting a sensation of when you feel down or angry, it kind of triggers an anger in yourself, which is then sort of this vicious circle. So I feel like you need to forgive a few things and let them go to make room for the next step, which is all bright white light. So there is a lot of stuff coming your way that's really positive. And there's a lot of hope on the horizon. And they're showing me that image that they show me all the time when there's, so it's a dawn, the sun rising on a new dawn. So a new day is going to start for you soon, but you're holding yourself back from it. And I think that's why Archangel Jeremiah is around you, to try and help you let go of what needs to be let go of. Find that forgiveness so you can then take the next step without that weight of the world on your shoulders. So just take some reflection time so that you can just say, okay, I'm not going to forget that. That's there. I need to learn from it. But actually, I can forgive it enough to let it go, that I can move forward and take the next step on my journey. And I'll leave that there with you, Trisha. Best of luck. Do keep us posted. Yeah. Like that.
Mm.
Oh, Trisha's saying she's seen the angel.
Oh.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, well, if you're seeing it, then you'll be hearing messages too, in theory. So just be open to receiving them.
That's wonderful.
But very much around you right now. So take that guidance as you need it, my love. But good for you for being able to be open to seeing it. Not many are they?
What a blessing.
That's awesome. Okay, let's have a scroll through. We've got a few more people saying hello now. We've got quite a few people logging on, which is lovely. Should we do some shout outs, Craig?
Yes, absolutely. Go for it.
Okay, so we've got the lovely Angela Bishop, a regular for, I think, both of us now, isn't she, Craig?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
Definitely a familiar name.
Yeah, evening, Angela. Lovely to see you. We've got Marie. Evening, Marie. Lovely to see you, darling, too. Leanne's with us.
Hello, Leanne.
Good evening, Leanne. Thanks for joining us. We've got Andy on. Hi, Andy, all the way from Stafford.
Stafford. Ooh.
So we're reaching out. We're branching out, which is great.
Oh, they are.
The lovely Carol's replied to let us know that her reading was good for her.
Aw,
So that's good.
That's wonderful.
We appreciate feedback so much. In our line of work, we don't often find out what happens next, do we?
No.
So it's always nice to know that we're on the right track at least. But what's lovely is when you get a message out of the blue from someone a couple of months from now, and they say to you, "I don't know if you remember, but," and you just think, "Oh God, yeah, I do. That's brilliant." So
I've yet to experience that, so yeah.
oh,
I will.
it'll
sure.
come.
Yeah.
And then you just think, "What did I say?" Sarah's joining us.
Hey,
Hi,
Sarah. We're from Scotland.
Yeah, nationwide now.
Definitely reaching out.
Who else have we got? Ian's with us again. Hello, Ian. Lovely to see you.
Hello, Ian.
Ian's been on a few times, which is great. I think that's it for shout outs. So
Okay.
just see who we're drawn to.
Mm-hmm.
Do please send us lots of likes and love hearts, and if you don't mind sharing, that would be great, because the more we reach, the more energy we build and the stronger the connections are. So that would be a massive help for us. I'm actually drawn to Andy.
Okay.
But it's on behalf of his dad, David.
Okay.
So let's see. Okay, I want to go here.
Straight in the middle.
So I've been drawn to my daily deck for you, David. It's come out here. So let's see.
I'm popping out. There we go.
Okay, so have confidence has come forward. I've just got an overwhelming sense of confusion, but it feels self-made. So it doesn't feel like external factors necessarily are causing the confusion. I feel as though this confusion's internal. I feel like there is a lot of questions. I feel very much like you're stuck at a crossroads. But this is going to sound really strange. I feel like you've got lots of choices, but you don't know a single one of them. It's almost like you're saying, well, I don't know. Not I don't know which one to take. I feel like you don't know what is in front of you. Why is that? What's going on? I'm laughing. I don't know what I'm hearing laughing. I don't know if you're picking up on that, Craig. But I feel like there's a lot of spirit around you at the moment. And it's almost like this, it's a typical Dave thing, this. I feel like it's a very sort of classic Dave. I'm just getting that kind of, and it's making me smile. I'm picking up on that energy. I've just heard in a female voice, "You need to listen." And it was said exactly like that. You need to listen. So I'm just passing that on. I feel. I'm so sorry. This is making me chuckle because I feel like you're getting told off, but in a loving way. I feel very much as though you keep missing things. So there's opportunities in front of you and you don't know what they are because you keep missing them because you've kind of got these blinders on. It's almost like you're just going through your day like, la, 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 okay. And unless someone slaps you in the face with it, you won't be aware. So I think this confidence thing is to have the confidence to kind of, I think you need to ask. I think there's something you have to ask someone. There's someone in your life that has the answers that you're looking for. And there are these opportunities in front of you. And once you start listening, you'll see them. I've just seen like this veil be lifted and there's nothing but clarity. But there is a lot of love and a few kick up the bums coming your way from spirit side. So I think I'll leave that there before I get in too much trouble.
So mine's actually very related. I got the Temperance card, which usually comes up for like alcoholics and stuff, but that's not what I'm getting, so don't worry. I'm very much getting you walking around life with your blinkers on, and you see it from one perspective, and that's the way you've always seen it, and you're stuck in your ways, and oh no, that's the way it is. It's like that. And there are people saying, well, you can do this, or you can do that, and it's just going. It's not even going in one ear to go out the other. It's just being shot down, and oh no, that's how it is. And I'm very much seeing that people might even be getting upset with you, that it's almost like you're stubborn. And it's over silly things, I want to say as well. I think they are wanting you to open up your perspective a little bit. I very much get the sense that there might actually be someone on the spirit side, a lady who would actually bring you out of your shell a little bit. And yeah, it's a bit upsetting. But you really do need to try some different things, to try some different approaches, and listen to people. That's pretty much all I'm getting, actually. Yeah, I'm going to leave you with that. So, yeah, it's quite an unusual one, but there you go.
Yeah, that is strange.
Yeah.
I've just got to pop this on before we get told off, Craig. Good evening, Mum.
Evening.
I must have missed her comment earlier up, so I don't want to get told off by her mum.
Has it popped
so I've
up
just
for
popped
us?
that on.
I don't even see it.
I didn't clock that either.
No.
So apologies, Mum, and hello, good evening.
Oh, there we go. Evening to you both. I see. Yeah. Oh, that's not my fault, that one. Oh, okay. Is it me to pick one now?
Yes. Yeah, go for it.
We didn't do one for Angela, did we?
Not yet, no.
That's where I'm drawn. So I'm going to
Okay.
go to Angela. And I'm going to go back to my middle deck again for this one.
Oh, I went middle too. How funny.
Did you?
Yeah.
Go, what have we got for Angela, please? So, come out for you is the Hierophant. Let's see why we've been given this today. So, I'm getting you. They're just saying you need to have faith. Don't listen to other people's rules. You have faith in yourself and your abilities. And don't listen to people when they tell you how to look after other people or your things or how to run your household or anything like that. You know the way that's best for you. No one else can tell you what's best for you. Even if you do it a completely different way to the system says, your way is the right way for you. I feel like it's something you've not even considered. Maybe you've just always been used to having the feeling that you're doing wrong or not quite living up to expectations. When actually, if you realize that other people's expectations don't matter as much as your own, that actually would be very, very freeing for you and would give you some clarity and some confidence. You need to trust yourself more and realize that you are a very important person. Just the same as everyone, you are important, and you need to put yourself first. Because you can't help anyone else if you don't help yourself. So trust yourself and have faith in your own abilities. Shut everyone else out. Okay, I'm going to hand over to Cheryl now because that's all they're giving me. So I hope that was okay.
Mine very much connects to Ariel's come forward, and she's linked to spiritual experience. And I feel very much that you're on this path of spiritual growth. And the metaphor they're giving me is you take 2 steps forward and then 3 steps back, because you just end up filling yourself with self-doubt. Mm-hmm. And I've just got this overwhelm. As soon as I picked this card out, it was almost like elation and then anchored down by self-doubt. And I feel like you carry a lot of self-doubt. And I feel like you let external factors determine how you feel. So when you're happy, if people say certain things to you, or the way they react to it, you feel like that should be your reaction as well. And it's almost as though you're afraid to stand up and go, hang on a minute, this is great, and sort of share the other side of things. And it's almost as I'm feeling like a blockage here, and I feel as though it's because you're not using your own voice. You're speaking what others are telling you, or what you feel others want to hear. And actually what they need for you to do is to speak your truth. Mm-hmm. And if you speak your truth, spiritually, you're going to grow far more. But equally, I think just a lot of weight. Again, I'm being shown things physically tonight for some reason. And as soon as I said about speaking your truth, this physical weight that was pushing me down just got released. And I feel like that might be happening to you. I feel like you might be being pulled down and dragged down because you're not speaking your own truth. You're not using your own true voice. And you just need to get rid of that self-doubt. Speak your own mind, speak your own truth. Stand up for what you believe in as well. I feel as though there's very recently been some sort of clash of opinions or clash of thought. And rather than speak your truth, you sort of kept quiet, and now you're regretting that. I feel as though you look back at it and you're like, oh, I should have said this. I don't know why I didn't. And I feel like you do that a lot. You'll look back at a situation and go, why didn't I just speak my truth and say that thing then? So I think that's something that you need to do looking forward and moving forward. And I think spiritually that's going to grow you very quickly. But I also feel like there's no harm done from it, if that makes sense. I'm not seeing any sort of conflict arising from it. I'm just seeing clarity is the best way to describe it. So I'm going to leave that there with you and hope that makes sense to you. Thank you, Angela.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. She agrees. So that makes sense.
Oh, excellent. I'm glad.
Well,
I'm always glad.
Right. Is it me or you? It's me.
Yes, it's you.
I just completely lost track of myself then. Okay, I'm going to scroll back up a bit because I feel like there was some fairly early on that we might have missed. Do feel free to comment again if you feel like we're missing you out or you're really keen for a card. Quite a few of you have been very persistent in the past, and that's sort of led us to be drawn to you, which is brilliant. I am drawn to Marie. Hope you're still on here with us, Marie, because I think your comment was fairly early on. So, excuse me, sorry. Just pop the cat on the floor. Right, Marie, drawn to this deck. Here. Oh, okay. Oh, I think Marie is definitely still with us. Okay, good. I got this kind of feeling before I pulled the card, but the Archangel Raphael's come forward, the Divine Physician. I feel as though you've not been poorly, but you felt very out of sorts physically. And that doesn't make any sense, but I feel like you know what that means. That's because that's what I'm hearing. That's how they're wording it. You've been out of sorts physically. Give me some more. What's that mean? I hope this makes sense. I feel like you have felt very floaty. It's definitely not dizziness. It's floaty. So sometimes you don't feel like you're in your own body. I hope this is making sense to you because it's very bizarre. And I think you've been contemplating about whether that's something to be worried about. I feel like you've been worried about this physical feeling. But I feel like it's something very... No, small's not the right word. That makes it sound like it's not important. That's not what I mean. But I feel like it's a quick fix. I want to say vertigo. I feel like you might be suffering with vertigo, which is that spacey, floaty feeling. And I feel as though your body is out of balance at the moment. And maybe this is the way of, well, I feel like your spirit might be out of balance. And this is your body's way of telling you that your spirit is out of balance. That's what I'm feeling now. I feel as though it's an internal thing that's expressing itself externally. I get the impression you're a very, very busy, active person. Because I've just heard you need to slow it down. You just need to slow it down and take some time out. You're not Superwoman. It's a clear male voice. You're not Superwoman. So I feel like you're taking far too much on the moment, and that's sending you spiritually and physically completely out of whack. So if that has been what you've been feeling, that's your spirit and body telling you, slow down, take a breath. I've just heard in a very clear voice, you need to prioritize. I'll hand you over to Craig because that's all I'm getting right now.
You've pretty much said what I was going to say. So I got the strength card,
right,
which has come forward for you, and it's both in recognition of the hard work that you do and also the lack of work you're putting into yourself. You're giving too much away, and you need the strength to say, no, I'm having an hour or whatever, to give yourself some proper pamper time and give yourself that love. You need to put your own gas mask on first, whatever it is, when you're in an airplane, do your own oxygen. You need to look after yourself first. Otherwise, you're going to burn out and you can't help anyone else. You really need to get back to that thing that is the essence of you and just find time regularly to replenish. I think that might be why you're out of balance at the moment. I just see simple things, like even if it's just taking a bath or sitting and just watching a film or listening to music, anything, whatever it is, like a walking nature is always a wonderful thing. But whatever that thing is for you, you need to do it. And say to people, even if they're asking for your time, oh, don't forget you need to do this, you say, no, I can do it after. This is my time now. I think you are a very, I was going to say spiritual person, but it's almost like you're a very bright person in terms of like the light that you radiate. You burn very bright. And I think maybe recently people have noticed that diminishing and are saying, oh, are you okay? And it's a very easy fix, actually. You just need to put your foot down and say, no, this is my time. So, yeah, that's all I'm getting. So I'm going to leave you with that. So I hope that was okay. Oh. I can certainly feel that one.
Yeah, bless her.
Oh. Okay, my turn, is it not?
I believe so.
Let's see.
I'm just seeing these comments where I'm being told off by my sister and my mum for getting rid of the cat.
Oh, no.
He's okay. He's in his bed now.
Let's see where I'm being called to go. I keep jumping to the bottom. It's always fun.
Well, Marie's just replied at the bottom.
Oh, hello.
So I'll pop her on. I feel so busy all the time. Yeah, you just need some R&R, sweetheart.
Yeah. You deserve it. You really do.
Mm-hmm.
I've actually been drawn to one of my nieces that is on.
Okay.
So I'm going to go to Leanne.
Hi, Leanne.
I'll come back to this deck, but this is where I'm drawn.
Let's put that.
Okay. So I'm going to take my relative hat off for a moment and just see what comes through. So I've got the Page of Cups. Just wait for that to focus in. So it's a very strange one, but it's talking about your youth, and I'm getting that you almost need to let go of it and embrace the next chapter. Oh, hang on. That was not meant to happen. In order for you to progress in the next chapter that's to come, you really need to think about your role models and step into their shoes a little bit. Even if it is a case of, I need to fake it to make it, eventually you will evolve into the adult, shall I say, version of yourself that is capable of performing the tasks and handling the responsibilities that have been put onto you. I do see a lot of juggling coming. And in this situation, it might be okay to have, that might be a good time to have your youth a little bit, because it's going to help you get through it, because other people would lose their minds. But I think for you in this situation, you can laugh about it and say, oh, it's no big deal, and because otherwise it'll just drive you mad. It's a very mixed one, that. But yes, the main part of that is think about your role models and become the adult version of yourself, but save a little bit of that youth to... It's about having a sense of humour, I think. It gets us through most things. So I'm going to leave you with that and hand you over to Cheryl.
Yeah. I feel like they are connected, but I think what I'm picking up on is I picked out the daily deck card for you, which was joy. And I feel as though there's almost a guilt for feeling happy at times. Mm. It's hard to explain, but it's almost like when you feel happy, and I feel like it's about happiness moving forward. I don't mean like, oh, I've had a lovely day, or this is nice. I feel as though you almost feel guilty about moving on. And then because of that, you lose the joy in it. And it's almost, again, I'm feeling like, I've used this word before tonight, but I feel like it's appropriate here. I feel like you're being anchored down. So the minute you start to feel happy and you're like, yeah, this is great, actually, and I'm so excited, something anchors you and pulls you back down. And it's almost like you're not allowed to feel that happiness or feel that joy or that excitement looking forward. And I feel like that actually impacts your, not ability to plan for the future, but I feel as though you feel afraid to move forward and plan for the future or look to the future. And I think you need to let that go, because actually from what I'm picking up here is there's a lot of bright stuff coming your way. I feel as though your future is very bright, very promising. And I feel like once you get that ball rolling, they're showing me that metaphor of that snowball rolling down the hill. So it starts off small and slow, but it picks up speed very, very quickly. And with that, it grows. And I see that as your growth. You're going to grow very, very quickly with the experiences that all lay themselves out in front of you. And they all just click into place. But you've got to get there first. And I think a big thing holding you back is your inability to say no, is what I'm getting. You need to start saying, no, actually, I want this. And just putting your needs and your wants first. Because I get a sense that you're shelving your stuff at the moment because you feel you have to. Or people are making you, or you feel forced to sort of put that on the back burner. But now is actually your time. I've just heard that very clearly. Now is your time. So embrace it and move forward with it. And I do feel as though once you embrace it and move forward with it, there is going to be a lot of happiness and joy coming your way. So just dig deep, find that strength and say, right, I'm moving forward. The end. And I'll leave that there with you, Leanne. Okay.
That's exactly what I was about to do.
I just got very tickly in my throat then.
Oh.
Okay. Just going to scroll upwards again. We did get quite a few at the beginning, which was nice.
Oh.
And we're getting lots of lovely comments now, which is also nice. However, I don't want to... Did we do one for Jackie?
I don't think so. No.
We did we?
No, absolutely not. No.
No. I think I felt John Jackie when I saw her and I was here. So, Jackie, this one's for you if you're still with us, my love.
No, let me go with this one.
Someone in this group has been really struggling with their throat.
Yeah, I'm getting...
I don't know who it is, but it's just really hit me hard. I feel like this person suffers with tonsillitis a lot, or so if that's you, then do let us know, because I'm feeling it for a reason. So I feel like there's a connection that needs to be sorted. Oh dear, excuse me, I'm so sorry. Okay, Jackie. Oh, okay. This one comes quite a lot from this deck for me, which is unusual. So I've got Archangel Orion has come forward. And it says manifesting miracles, but I don't feel like that's where this is going. This is very tricky, and we're in a public forum, so I don't want to go in too deep. But I feel as though you felt a great loss recently, and I feel like there's a little bubble of sorrow around you as well. But I feel as though in that loss, there's also been like a little bit of light, which is very strange, but I've got to give it to you the way I'm hearing it. So I feel like they're showing me a dark space, but a little light in that dark space. And I feel as though you're the type of person that can always see the light in the darkness. And this is a big strength of yours. And I think a lot of people rely on you for that, to be that positivity during dark times. Oh, okay. Now it makes sense to me. I just heard it loud and clear. And in this case, you're the miracle because of how much you help people through their dark times. I've just heard you're very much a light worker. I also feel like you might be quite empathetic. You feel for people, you feel their feelings. So when they're sad, you're sad. So actually, I don't feel like this is your sorrow. I feel like you're feeling this with someone else now. And the more I'm going into it, I feel like this is borrowed sorrow. And I feel as though you're worried. You don't know how to help this person, or you're worried. Yeah, you're worried you're not helping this person. But you are. They just don't know it yet. So, okay. So keep being that light in the darkness for this person, because it is going to work. They're just not ready to receive it yet. So keep pushing. But I'm also hearing you need to make sure that you don't get lost in that darkness yourself, because you feel for people and you're so empathetic and you pick up on people's energy. You need to make sure that you can release that energy when it's no longer needed to be yours, if that makes sense. I've just heard, be careful. And in taking better care of you, you can be taking better care of those that need you. And I shall pass you over to Craig.
Sorry, I was almost laughing through part of that, just because looking at this and what you were saying, I was like, oh, doesn't it? That's so
happens a lot now, doesn't it?
Yeah. So for you, we've got the inner child. And looking at this, I got the sense of the heart of a child, and not in an immature way, but that, like Charles said, you can empathize with people. But I think more than that, it's especially children, that you can really sympathize and empathize with them and their situation. You can put yourself in their situation to better help them deal with things that maybe children shouldn't be dealing with. And it is very much, again, like Cheryl said, in the way of like a light worker, that you've been put here to do that. And I think when there are things out of your control that you can't help with your gifts, it's having faith that you're not the only light worker here. There are lots of others, and you just need to have faith that someone with different skills will come into their life to help them. Even if you need to contact them and say, oh, can you help here? I'm having trouble here. Can just get that network around the person or people that you need to help to work with you. I'm just seeing a lot of strength coming from you. I think when I say heart of a child, I think you do have the heart of a child, but it is very, very strong. It's got adult strength. But there's just a lot of laughs with you as well. Just a joy to be around, which is a gift in itself. So yeah, I'm going to leave you with that because I think Cheryl said pretty much the same thing. So there you are. I hope that was okay. Oh, bless you. Was it my turn for the next one?
Yes,
I believe it was, wasn't it? Let's see who we've got. Did we by any chance do Ian?
We haven't. We have before, but not tonight yet. No.
Right, I'm very much drawn to Ian.
Yeah. Evening, Ian.
Evening, Ian. I'm going in the middle again. Okay. So for you, I've got the Knave of Pentacles. Getting straight away the words business venture. I don't know if this is an early days thing or if it's something that's not started, but I don't know if you are a business-minded person or if people don't expect you to be a business-minded person, but there is something on the horizon that you're destined to be involved in. I sense that there's some really good ideas coming from you that aren't quite being utilized. I think you're doing a disservice to yourself in the sense that in your head you're saying, oh, well, it's just this little thing, but actually it's not. It's a big thing that other people wouldn't come up with, other people wouldn't have the courage to do. It's very vague as it's coming through, so I apologize, but I'm just saying it as it comes. I'm seeing a little bit of money coming in from something that turns into a medium amount and a big amount, and it's just going to keep growing. I'm just seeing a lot of growth in terms of cash flow. Feels like it's something that you could do from home almost. They're just saying, put your ideas to work. I think you are a motivated person anyway, but so far you've done other people's work. and you need to do your own. So I'm seeing offices, filing cabinets. I'm just seeing really strange images. So yeah, that's all they're giving me for now. So I hope Cheryl can shed some light on that. But there you go. It's an odd one.
If I'm remembering correctly, we or I have given Ian a reading before, and I think he's just started a new business.
That'll make sense then.
So as soon as you said it, I thought, yep, that's all making sense to me. Ian, do let us know, because I'm pretty sure it was you, sweetheart, and I think it was fairly new. And interestingly, I was drawn to the angel deck for you, and transformation archangel Zedekiel's come forward, and I feel that's because this is all the start of it's all moving forward very, very quickly. I feel like this business venture you've been on has been a bit stagnant and very, very rocky. And obviously that goes without saying under the current climate we're in and not knowing where to go. But I feel as though that this business does grow very, very quickly and it gets off the ground. But I'm not sure it's the way you always envisioned it, or it's not how it started out. I feel like it grows, it changes. Not massively, but I feel like you might look at something and think, right, actually, I've been focusing on the wrong element. Whilst that's working, that would work better. And I think this transforms the way you move forward with this business. I also see a transformation in you as well, in terms of confidence. I feel you grow in confidence once the business grows. And I feel with that, I feel like you find a love of life again. It's like through this success at work, it's almost as though that you find that passion again. I'm very much getting this sense of passion and excitement, and because of that, this growth and this energy. And I feel like your personal life kickstarts as well. Once that's moving forward and growing, I feel like everything else kind of just falls into place, as though it was always lined up. You just needed to knock down that first pin and you're headed towards a strike. I'm getting some very strange metaphors tonight, but that's the images I'm getting, is that you're going to knock it down and it's going to be a strike. But you've got to knock down that first pin first. And I feel like you do get there very, very quickly. You're well on your way. And I think you were looking for some reassurance tonight. So hopefully, with Craig's reading and with that message at the end, that's given you the reassurance you're looking for, Ian. So I'll leave that there with you, my love.
So we have got a comment from Ian, who said this is correct. So that's always good feedback.
Oh, that is a good start.
That's wonderful. Always good to hear.
I can remember. I think he talked about the new business and new things, and I just thought, oh God, that's bad timing in terms of. I think we were just heading into lockdown or something. So, he's just written.
Oh,
so there
excellent.
you go.
I'm so glad, Ian. That's wonderful.
That's brilliant. So yeah, enjoy it, because it's all about to come your way, my love.
Onwards and upwards, absolutely.
Definitely. And hopefully for us all, I think.
We also got some feedback from Jackie as well.
Yeah. Oh, good.
It's really, that's good.
That's why we do what we do, isn't it?
Yeah. Don't make sense to me, at least, anyway, when things come through. But I'm really glad it makes sense to other people, because that's always the most challenging thing.
It's strange. We've said it before. It's like receiving part of a voicemail or half a text. You don't fully understand where it comes from. So it's always great to get the feedback from you guys to say, yep, that makes perfect sense to me, because it never makes any sense to us. Literally just the messengers.
That's it.
I have noticed that my gorgeous friend Gemma is on and requesting a reading. And I always get good vibes with her. So let's go for Gemma. And it's Old Faithful.
Is that deck number 1 by any chance?
No, it was my middle one.
Oh, okay. I'll go number 1 that time.
But it was my first ever deck. So.
No.
She's going to giggle as soon as I get a show with this. Patience, Gemma. You need patience. And I know she's going to laugh. I'm physically doing it. You're getting very, very restless, Gemma. You've got itchy feet. Like you need a new project, or there's something. I'm just getting really like agitated, but not in an angry way, just like a pent up energy kind of way. I'm seeing and I'm hearing, wait until after Christmas. They're showing me that Christmas tree. And there's very much this. I feel like the build up to Christmas is going to feel very slow for you, but that's because you need to take some time for yourself. You need to take time. Because this pent up energy is coming for a reason, and you're going to be grateful that it's all there when you need it. And that's very, very shortly after Christmas. I feel like something very big is about to happen for you. I know this is your granddad because he's come through for you before, and he's literally just come through and he said, I'm going to have to swear to say it. So I'm so sorry if this is offensive to anyone, but it's very important I share the message. You've had a shitter of a year, Gemma, but next year it all makes sense. And I just think I'm just seeing lots of really exciting, happy things coming for you. And very quickly. I'm seeing the 3, and I feel like by March, loads of things will have changed, but all for the better. And I'm very much seeing it completely wipes the slate clean of all the rubbish you've been through this year. And it's almost as though, not quite yet, but by then you're looking back on it and you can almost laugh about it again, because there's so much good that's happened. And you know very well that you have to take the good with the bad. And you've had your fair share of the bad, and now all good stuff's coming your way, darling. I feel like the impossible will become possible. And that's going to happen next year. And I'm going to pass that on to Craig.
Ooh, so I got relationships. And very much like with Cheryl, I do get a new passion coming after Christmas. I don't know if it's going to be a new relationship or if it's a rekindling of a current one, but it's certainly going to feel like a new relationship to me anyway. I think you're a very passionate person, and coming up for you there is going to be, I'm trying to word this for a live, a person that is an outlet for that. You're going to be able to properly express yourself with them, and yeah, it's just trying to find the words. Yeah, there's definitely flames and heat and all that good movie romance stuff. Like I said, I don't know if this is a new relationship or a rekindling, but it is certainly heating up. I think this is something that you have been missing, actually, as well. And I think it's been really hard for someone on the spirit side to have seen you struggle, because they've known how close it is, and they've just always wanted to reassure you and say, oh, I wish I could tell her it was here. And they're telling you now it is coming up. But I think this is going to be an important moment anyway. Okay. I'm just unsure how much I can share on here, but I'm seeing I'm seeing new life. I don't know if there's someone in your life that's going to have a child, or if you're going to have a child, but that's really clear. This little loved little person that is going to be in some way in your life. So look out for that. I'm going to leave you with that. I hope that was okay. I hope that made sense to you, Gemma.
Oh.
There we go. Right, where are we? Was it you or me? I believe it's me, isn't it?
You, darling, yeah.
There was someone I was drawn to earlier, and it was Kelly.
Oh, I was so hoping you would have picked Kelly.
Really? Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
Which deck should I go with?
We'll leave
Drawn
this
for Kelly.
here, darling.
I'll go back to that one. Okay. So we've got the life purpose card, if you can see that. This is related to vocalizing. It's on the throat chakra card. I think it's about you admitting to yourself what you want to do. I'm just seeing that for you, there is a specific path. It's not, it's very, very specific. And I don't know if that worries you a little bit, the restriction of it, knowing what you're meant to do. And you're worried that it's going to be quite limiting. But actually within that path, there is so much opportunity and so much things coming in and so much growth. And you're going to do so much good. I think even as I'm saying this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I definitely think it's work related. I'm just very drawn to the mouth, and I very much, I don't know if it's because you need to speak it out. think you're worried about what people will think if you tell them as well. The judgment. They might think it's not good enough. But as long as you're confident and you are just honest and speak from the heart and speak your truth, no one's going to stop you and say, oh, if that's what you want to do, we support you. And once you're on that path, there's no going back. It's all forward. It's all up and up and up. You can go really far with this because that's where you're meant to be. Yeah, I'm going to hand over to Cheryl because they're just going to have me keep talking on and on. So I'll leave you with Cheryl. There we are.
I think very much similar messages. The card for love and accept yourself has come forward. And I felt, as soon as I pulled this card, I felt very much as though I've just got to say it the way I say it, but I feel as though at the moment you don't like yourself very much, or you've forgotten the things that are great about you. That's the best way to put it. I think you've forgotten to look at yourself and go and see your best qualities, and you're letting all of the things that you don't like about yourself overpower all of the good things about yourself. And I feel as though that's what's holding you back a little bit, and that's what's stopping you moving forward, is because, again, it's allowing all of those external factors to determine how you feel about yourself. And actually, I very much get this sense that you have a very big purpose here, and your impact on the people around you is bigger than you realize, in a really positive way. I feel as though you've got a really lovely energy about you, but that energy is being swamped by negativity. And I feel like you feel that, and you can see that happening, but it's almost like you feel there's nothing you can do about it, Kelly. So for me, what I'm very much getting is that you've got a lot of support spirit side, but you've got a lot of support here as well. And you need to access that a bit more, because they'll help you accept and love yourself, because they'll remind you through their love what you actually like about yourself. And I think once you let all of that negativity go, which I feel is very superficial at this point, I'm very much getting this feeling there's not actually a lot to dislike about you. I feel like you're a very lovely, energetic, bubbly person. I'm getting this really good energy about you as a being. Yeah, I just feel like you're a really wonderful person, and you're not letting, I think Craig said it earlier about someone else, but I think it's a great representation of what they're trying to say here. You need to let yourself shine. And only you can do that. So love yourself a little bit more. It's not, I've just heard, it's not vain to love yourself, because that's where the acceptance comes in. And I think that's what's lacking, is the acceptance. So try and self-reflect on and ignore all those external factors. And I think once you embrace and accept yourself, you'll notice just how much better everything else gets around you. And I very much get a sense of, once you start living your positive life and seeing yourself in that life, everyone else will just be like, well, yeah, we know. We've always said that to you. Do you know what I mean? So that's what I very much get, is that with love and acceptance, you'll grow and you'll shine brightly as a person, but you have to allow yourself. So I hope you can take that away, Kelly, and that's helped you a little bit. And I'll leave that one there with you. Oh. You still going? You good to keep going?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We'll give it another, what are we on? Oh, just gone. Another couple.
That has flown. Yes,
It really
absolutely.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just going to scroll up a bit and see what we've got going on. So nice to see so many people with us, isn't it?
Ooh. It really
I'd love
is.
to know where everyone is from, though, because I know we've got East Anglia, we've had Scotland, we've had Stafford. So do give us a little shout and let us know whereabouts you are in the world. Victoria is emoji central, and I'm loving it. So I feel like Victoria needs a reading just from her picturesque effort.
That's the one I was about to give a shout out to as well.
Was it?
Good. That's a good one.
I'm loving it. We all need a little bit of colour in our lives, don't we?
Absolutely. That's wonderful.
Okay.
Oh, that's wonderful,
bless.
Kelly.
Before we go to... Yeah, we've just... Did you see Kelly's message?
Yeah, I was going to say that's wonderful.
Oh, I'm just going to click that on quickly.
I'm glad you was in tears, but glad we were spot on.
Yeah.
Glad we can help.
Good. Now you've been told, go and work on it, darling, because you're worth every minute. Right, Victoria, our emoji queen. Let's see. Okay. I've been drawn to a twofer for you, Victoria, which is rare. So I'm just gonna, but I feel like they're connected. So the first card I drew was child, and I feel like you have some concerns around a child at the moment. I feel like these... I feel like these go beyond the normal worries of worrying about children. I feel like you've got something more to be concerned about. And I think you're seeking guidance on whether those worries are justified. Or you need to act. I feel like you're saying, do I need to act on this? Should I act on this, or is this... And I'm just hearing you need to let it play out in terms of this. Let it play out and see where it goes before you take action. That's what I've just heard. Very much watch this space with that. So I feel it's a very reassuring tone to tell you. Just watch this space with that, because I feel like it's not as bad as you think. Yeah, I feel as though it's not as bad as you think, so just hold off and wait on that. And then the second card that came out is Shower of Abundance. And I do feel like this is financial. Yeah. I do feel like some unexpected money is on its way to you. Again, I don't feel like it's life-changing amounts, I'm afraid to say, but I do feel like it brings with it the opportunity to do something you've always wanted to do but put on hold because everything else is more important. Or I feel like you're a save it for a rainy day / emergencies kind of person. So when little bits of money pop up that are unexpected, or I'm seeing scratch cards, so I don't know if you're a scratch card kind of person, but I feel like that always goes in, let's put that in there, I might need that later. And I feel like you're going to be tempted to do that with this bit of money that comes your way. But I'm telling you that you need to use it. It comes for you at a specific time for a specific reason. So very much pay attention to your thoughts, because it's more than money. It's not about money. The money comes to give you the abundance, the opportunity provides. And I feel like that abundance is actually abundance of joy and happiness. So I'm going to leave that there and pass you to Craig.
Okay. So for you, I got the Ace of Wands. And the same for me, this is a new opportunity coming, new work, new purpose, focus, new focus is what they're saying. And I think it's like what Cheryl said, it's something you have put off. And the opportunity is about to arise that you can finally do it. But I think there's like I say, something's going to come in and offer this to you, and you'd be stupid to turn it down. I think it's something you've known for a long time that you've been meant to do, even if it is only a short-term thing. You'll really regret it if you don't get it out of your system. It's almost like you're pregnant with it and you need to just give birth to it, get it into the world through your work, through your passion, and then you can let it go and move on if you choose to. I very much see you looking after others, and I just see movement around you, and you're kind of like herding. And I think that's why you've questioned this thing that you've wanted to do, because it's kind of almost, well, how am I going to do that when there's all this to worry about? When actually the opportunity is coming, you can do it. You can not even squeeze it in. There is going to be a slot put aside for you to do this. So get it done. You'd be mad not to, the same. I hope that makes sense to you, because that's pretty much all I'm getting. I think Cheryl got more than me, but that's really poignant. Get it done. I'll leave you with that. Should we go for one more?
Yeah,
round it off?
let's.
Is there anyone you're drawn to? I might let you pick the last one. I'll go with the first card. Like,
I love that people are telling us where they're from now, which is great. So we've got a couple from Norwich, which is nice.
oh,
And then Nottinghamshire.
hey,
That's Victoria that we've just done. I think it's really important to acknowledge this, so I'm going to. When you can't take something from a message straight away, don't dismiss it. Take it away with you, because it might make sense a bit later on down the line. I get that a lot, that people are like, well, I don't really understand what that means. Hold on to it.
yeah.
It will make sense eventually, if it doesn't straight away. So do keep that with you. And then when you figure it out, let us know. There was someone, I'm just trying to find her. And we've spoken to her before, because we were asking, I think we've asked if it was Rachel, and I can't find her comment.
Yes.
I think she was, here she is, right up here.
There we go.
I can't remember if she said Rachel though. I think it was Rach.
Rachel.
I think we just ended up calling her Rachel, didn't we?
Yeah, that's Pamela.
Yeah, you take the lead on this one, and I will follow.
Drawn to this deck today for Rachel. Oh, this one's jumped out. Oh, I've got twofer. First one in ages. Okay. So we've got the two of rods and the four of swords. I'd say wands, but in this deck it's rods. Let's see. So I'm very much getting a period of stillness, reflection, counting of blessings almost, and mourning losses as well. I think it's a very important time for you at the moment to really still yourself. And your thoughts. And just acknowledge that there are a lot of things happening around you. And there's this happening and that happening, and this needs to happen, and so is doing this and that. But you just need to take just a short period of time to detach yourself and just watch it happen and say, I'm not part of it at this moment. And I think it's all about getting some clarity. I think it's related to spirituality as well, actually. I'm really getting a sense of crystals. I don't know if you're a person that is drawn to crystals or if that's something that's coming for you, but I really do see a connection with crystals. And animals, they're saying. Yeah, I'll just see, the visual they're showing me is a pond, whereas everyone else is in these big waves and you're just in this still pond. And that's your strength. Because while you're in this at the moment, or that you need to be in, that's going to be something that you're going to be able to access for the rest of your life. So when things get hectic, you're going to be able to just shut down, get back to that, and you can deal with it. I think there is very important crystal coming your way. Something that's going to be very lucky for you, maybe. Something that you're going to really ground yourself with. I think it's going to be something, maybe jewelry, something that you're going to have with you. And I think there's going to be some acknowledgement that this crystal's been in existence for thousands of years, but it's chosen to come to you and be in your life for your short life. Everyone's got a short life compared to crystals, but I think that's really significant. So yeah, I'm going to hand you over to Cheryl because that's really nice. I like that. There you go.
It's so funny that the first word you picked out was stillness, because immediately patience came out, and I very much got this feeling of you feeling stuck, and the way Craig described it as stillness is very much where I was headed with it, is that you're not actually stuck. This is a time to stop and reflect. And all the time you're itching and worrying about what's coming next, you're missing all the stuff that's happening now. So it's okay to feel like, well, nothing's really, I feel like you're going to say, well, nothing's really happening, because you're missing it, if that makes sense to you. Sometimes in the nothing is where we grow the most. So I think you need to embrace that a little bit more. I do feel as though there are lots of good things on the horizon. So I'm going to say that because I know that's something you've said in your comment, is you want to know if something positive is coming up for you. There is. But don't focus too much on the future, because there's a lot happening now that you can take forward into the future. But if you don't embrace that stillness that Craig's talking about, that reflection time and that growth, you're going to miss out on it. This is the other one now. Yeah. So I do feel as though you need to embrace what is happening, because it's happening for a reason, even if it doesn't feel like it, and you just think, surely this isn't my life. Is this all there is? I feel like you've said that to yourself a few times, like, is this all there is really? Surely not. And I feel like you laugh about it. I feel like you sort of go, really? And I feel like you've had one of those years where it just seemed to pile on and pile on and pile on. And you just thought, surely not, it can't get any worse than this. And then it would. So I think it's important for you to take this stillness and actually enjoy it for what it is, which is a moment of calm and peace in an otherwise hectic life. So I'm going to leave that with you, Rach, and I hope that helps you out a little bit. Oh. Excellent night. Really enjoyed that. Lots of lovely energy coming through today.
Genuinely.
And new people as well. I think we had a few newbies. I don't know if they're yours or they're just actually brand new, but I've felt a lot of positive and new exciting energy come through.
So Rachel has just commented as well. This is wonderful. Is this my life? I
really love your stuff. I heard that so clear, and I just thought, yeah, she says that out loud to herself. Oh, well, it will get better, but just enjoy that stillness and calm, because it's there.
Take it with you as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And move. Yeah, it's a really gift being able to stand still, I think, in the anarchy of it all, and just go, okay, what do I need next? So good for you. Lots of good things coming away. And thank you for asking for a card, because it's always nice to share people's journeys with them, I think. Oh, bless Sue. Hi, Sue. Where is she? Oh, she's there.
There we go.
Yeah. Hi, Sue, darling. We're just wrapping up, I'm afraid.
Sorry.
Bless her. But maybe next time, I'm sure.
We'll be back.
Yeah. We'll have to look when the next full moon is, because I feel like that's our new thing.
Yeah. I'm enjoying the full moon. I can feel its energies and it feels good.
Yeah, definitely. Right. If any of you have any crystals, get them outside in the garden tonight to absorb that moonlight and recharge and purify. And then bring them into your homes tomorrow. I will be doing that as soon as we get off here. All 500 million of them.
They might have got in the window ledge.
Perfect idea.
Just because I'm at a kennels and get covered in dog wee or something, you never know.
Yeah, you don't need that on your crystals.
No, it's not good.
That ruins the energy.
Yeah.
Right.
Wonderful.
So, a lovely, wonderful evening. Craig, when are you next going live? Lovely, so people can get in touch.
I believe it's a week on Thursday.
Perfect.
Whenever that falls on, I'll be announcing it on Thursday.
Yeah.
So rubbish for dates, but I'll let you all know.
Wonderful.
So do like and share our pages as well. That's important. And remember that we are available for private bookings, not just for yourself. It's a wonderful Christmas present.
Yes.
I know I've actually been recommending Cheryl for someone, so I've not told Cheryl yet. So hold off for that. People I don't do readings for. Cheryl will do it. So yeah.
Oh, amazing. But yeah, we don't always say everything that we can in public things like this. Personal readings are a lot more informative, and we can be a fair bit more specific. So if you've enjoyed tonight and you think, I would like another reading, do get in touch and we can set some stuff up. I know we're both taking bookings still for December, aren't we? So we do have some availability. Yeah.
Yeah, it's always good.
So thank you very, very much, everybody, for tuning in. Do like and share and spread the word. And just thanks again. We hope to see you next time.
Yes. Bless you all.
Yeah. Love and light. And we'll see you soon.
Tatty bye. There we go.